Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi everyone. Are you guys all ready for our webinar? Today is the third webinar. Hi love. Hello everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Good to have you all here. Let's burn some sage, clear out the energy, because today we're going to talk about detoxing. And we all know that sage, it's one of the things that we can clear out our space and clean up our surrounding. Hello everyone. So today we're starting by, who is here? Hi Fasha John. You ready? Fantastic. Thanks love. Thanks for being here. Okay. So today we're going to talk about detoxing. And since what's the date today? Today is December 6th. We have about 24 or 25 more days to end the year 2020. And I thought it would be great for all of us to totally clean up and cleanse ourselves and take our new selves to 2021. So how are we going to do that? There are so many ways for us to clean up and cleanse ourselves. But let me start from the beginning. As we know, we are energetic beings. The whole world around us is energy. Everything is energy. You can't find one thing on this planet that doesn't have energy. Okay? So since we are energetic being, that means how important it is for me to understand that I am a big ball of energy, and however the condition, the vibration, or the energy of my body, my aura, my physical, my mental, my emotional is, that's a combination, that's a cocktail of everything. I'm carrying it around. So when I don't take care of myself to clean and cleanse myself, could we say in a way that we are not really being responsible for what we are sending out to the universe? Can we say that? So today we all want to make a decision to be responsible and take this responsibility that my energy, my field is affecting everything on this planet. And since we are taking responsibilities, hello everybody. Hi Rose, hi Zeri. Okay. Now that we're starting to take responsibilities, we understand as a human being, we have 4 levels of existence. You probably have heard that from me before. I have talked about that on my previous videos. I have also talked about it in my book, Awakening Not Allowed. So basically, when we want to clean our house, we know that we have to start up from the top. right? Because if we don't start from the top and we just cleanse the grounding, then we're going to see the counters, they are messy, and then we're going to clear out, and those mess is going to get down again to the bottom. So we're going to start from the top. The first level is our spiritual body. So in spiritual body, we get connected to two sides. We choose. Do I want to come from the right side or do I want to come from the left side? What's the right side? The right side is when I've become aware each morning as I wake up. I understand in order for me to have a good day, I should make a connection with God, with Creator, with universe, or whatever we want to call that, right? So how do we do it? Imagine yourself that you're a satellite in your brain, and then you're turning on the satellite. You want to watch a program, and you change that and zoom it in to the universal channel. So as you get to the universal channel, that means all your crown chakra, you can imagine that 100 antenna comes up. You can also imagine your head or your hair, hi Afsunja, is the antennas, right? So you have 100 antennas moving up and connecting to the universe. So these radars are picking up the information from a higher consciousness, right? And then you announce that you surrender to the higher consciousness because you understand in the absence of your ego, hi Florja, in the absence of ego, you understand that if you surrender to the universe, you will be better off because the universe knows everything better. That's the main creator. True that you and I are co-creating with the universe, but for us, in our consciousness, we can come and go many times. But the universe has always existed, is existing right now, and it would be infinite. It would be existing forever. So if you trust, hi Zoreja, if you trust to the universe and you say, I surrender. And normally we can just say, that was a mantra in what was it? Was it in Reiki? Just for today, I surrender to you. You take my step and you take every step. You lead the way. And then you back up. So that's the first step. Then you come to, because after this plane of spiritual body, you're going to be dealing with your mental body. So what you're going to do is you start to write down everything that you're grateful for. I'm grateful this morning when I woke up and I went to the yard. I know that I have to connect, and I continue counting my blessings. I'm grateful for another day. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful for the breath that it's coming and going effortlessly. I don't have to do anything for it. I'm grateful that I can see. I'm grateful that I can hear. Okay? So when we do this, we're telling our subconscious mind where it should focus more. And every day we can add into that list. I'm grateful for this dust. I'm grateful that I'm able to clean up this dust. I'm grateful for the water. I have access to clean water. And we keep adding to the stuff that we're grateful for. And once we get into those teeny tiny stuff, we also teaching our subconscious mind to look for smaller thing and smallest details and be happy and grateful for that too. Right? I am grateful for all my experiences. Lovely, Ellie. Yes. All right? So then we come to our mental body, and then from this moment, I am conscious and I'm aware. Shalajan, let the questions for later on. When I open to Q&A, stay with me, be present right now, please, because you're going to miss this part and it's no use. And we get distracted. So stay with me. When I say I'm opening up for questions, then you can send in your questions. Thanks, love. So then we're coming to our mental body, right? We are aware that every thought has its own energy, vibration, and frequency. So I am aware what thoughts am I going to pick. Although I am aware that till now, maybe till even this moment, my ego was the one who was behind this thinking machine. But it doesn't matter. I don't have to become discouraged. Oh my God, till now, 50, 60 years old, the ego has been operating this thinking machine. What have I lost? No. We're aware that from this moment on, I can pick the thoughts. What are the most empowering thoughts? What thoughts gives me the best feeling, joy, and happiness? And maybe for some of us, it's very hard. I was doing a session yesterday, and I asked her, I said, when were you the happiest? Totally carefree and happy. And she says, I don't recall anything. I've been miserable most of my life, right? So we have to create something. And I kept digging and digging and digging. Didn't you have a time when you were playing with your friends and you were really happy? Didn't you have this? Oh, I remember. It was this scene that I was fully happy, joyous. I said, okay, let's take that. Let's take that, and then, now this is what I want you guys to imagine with me. This was my imagination when I was teaching this stuff, but I'm going to share it with you and see if this is useful for you guys too. When I was differentiating ego versus soul, I imagined the soul is this 6-7-year-old kid who has climbed up the tree and is sitting on a thick bench of a tree. and is wearing this loose, like light clothes, and eating an apple, and she's just moving her legs so carefree. Imagine that. When was the time in your life, or what age, that you remember that you were so carefree? You didn't care about the rent or the economy or what are you going to study or anything. You were fully present in that moment, and you were like full of joy and happiness. So that's how I pictured the soul. That the soul, first of all, I just got this. If the soul is sitting on top of the tree, meaning you're courageous enough to climb up the tree, there's a ability in you that you were able to climb up the tree, and then you're sitting on this thick bench. So where are you? You are on a higher level, meaning from that point you're looking down at everything. You have the whole picture. What's going on? The nature, the trees, the kids who are running around, the grasses, the flowers. You're looking from the top. So imagine that's your soul. And why did I pick imagine the 6 or 7 years old? Because for majority of us, we have forgotten how to be a kid, or we had to grow up very quickly, and we missed that part of being carefree and being a kid, right? So imagine that and connect the most amazing time of your life to your soul, to that carefree little girl or boy. So that's your soul, and that's the quality of your soul. That's looking from up there, and it's okay with whatever is happening, because whatever is happening down here has nothing to do with her. She's just observing, she's just watching the scene. And because her lens is no judgment, there is this pure lens. Everything is just beauty. She has accepted everything and whatever is going down there. But whatever is going down there is not a part of her. It's not affecting her. It's totally, this world is totally different from her. Okay? Hi, Boo-Boo. So now, imagine this. This is your soul. This is the quality of your soul. This is how your soul feels. Anything but that is your ego. Right? So, when we're coming back to our thinking mind, every time we see the ego is behind this operating machine thoughts, we have to catch ourselves and switch to the soul, to the feeling, to the carefreeness, to the happiness, to the joyous, to be separate from this world. So then in the mental body, we have to be extremely picky and discerning on what thought are we picking up. And I don't have to tell you this. You guys are all intelligent enough to know that what thoughts are high vibrational and what are low negative vibrational. And as we know, love is the highest vibration, 500 to 600. Pure unconditional love. Happiness, accepting. Okay? So then again, from your thinking mind, if you didn't come from the left side, which I think I skipped, that part is those group who are atheists. They don't believe in God, they don't believe in anything, very scientific. What I see, I believe. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. Totally against metaphysics and this realm of consciousness. So those guys are operating from different side. But we don't have to get to them, because if you guys are here, you definitely are from this side, right? So from your mental, you're starting to cleanse. The way you can cleanse and purify your thoughts is by looking back and see what were the majority of thoughts, what conditions. And then you might find that a lot of impure, even poisonous thoughts. And then in your mind, you imagine your brain. You can even look at a picture of a brain and see every details, the two halves, and see every details, and see all the veins, the blood veins that's going through it. Imagine that. And then imagine in your mind eyes again that those veins might be sort of polluted or grayish, brownish. And then again in your mind eyes, you can start imagining that your antennas, remember the first practice, that your antennas are 100 antennas is connected to the universe. And through each of these antennas, the light of unconditional love, purity, is shining down on your brain. And then your brain, all those gray and brown and clotted blood, maybe dark red or whatever, is dissipating. That light shines in and it clears everything. And everything, all the old patterns of thinking, negativities, all of those are evaporating. It's coming out, going back to the universe, and the universe is just cleansing everything. So that's one of the ways that we can clean and cleanse the old patterns of negativities. And then you switch to this silence moment. This silence moment, your ego mind will trick you that is empty. It's boring. Why would you want to go there into nothingness, that nothing is going on while there's so much going on out here? Why do you want to miss the action? Right? But you can stop your ego mind and say, thank you for the suggestion, but I know this silence is not empty. It's full of possibilities. This is the space of the whole creation. This is the space that I become aware what it really means to be a creator. Because I can only create from this nothingness, which is all the possibilities. Right? So, you got this part. See how much cleaning you need to do here. Maybe at the beginning, you need 10 times a day. Maybe you did this practice in the morning, and then you went to work, and somebody bullied you, or they were nasty to you, or whatever. That's the time to catch yourself, and instead of being reactive to that person who's also the creation of the ego that's running the thinking machine behind this camera, you become aware of that, and you come back to this second, and again realize, oh, your antennas are off. You turn on your antennas, and your antennas start getting connected to the universe, the whole higher consciousness, the whole knowing. It gets connected, and then imagine it, your whole brain, as it attached that virus, it's clearing up again. So basically, being aware is how quickly I catch myself that I got a virus. I mean, when your computer get a virus, you don't ignore it, do you? You get on it right away. Oops, I got a virus. I need to clean it up. Same thing with the brain. The minute you see an event, a person, a character is affected you in a negative way, you stop reacting to the event and situation and just come back here. Oh, I'm aware that Sudi said sometimes unknowingly when I open my antenna, they go back down again. And I have to click it, turn it on, and sometimes during the day, when I first changed the satellite to the universal satellite, sometimes that ego, when I'm not conscious, can go quietly and change the channel to the ego channel. Are you guys with me? Because the ego likes to watch its own channel. It's more exciting, it's more happening. So when you're aware, you are aware that, oops, I went unconscious. And the ego has changed the channel. But that's not the channel I want to be on. I need to open up the antenna again, get connected, light, clearing, cleansing. So from that level, whichever way we operate, from this lens or camera, that's ego behind it, or from this lens or camera, that soul is behind it, that will come to the lower level, which is the emotional body. And now we start to feel it. This is a feeling body. And I said in my book, emotion. Emotion, meaning is in emotional body that the energy becomes activated and then gets into motion, emotion, the motion picture, and it starts rolling. So now we have to be extremely conscious of our emotions. How do I feel? How do you feel? How do you feel right now? How do you feel in your head? How do you feel in your eyes? How do you feel in your neck? How do you feel in your shoulder? How do you feel in your chest? Happiness. Wonderful, Zore. How do you feel in your heart? How many times do you wake up and say, "Good morning, heart. How are you today? How do you feel today?" Because we learn to disconnect from everything. The majority of time in my sessions, I ask someone, "How do you feel right now?" And they tell me what they're supposed to do or what's the solution. And then I said, "That's doing. I didn't ask you what you're going to do. I've asked you, how do you feel?" We are so disconnected from emotions. So it's very important right now to hear what I'm going to say right now. Emotion is a very touchy subject. Okay, I feel bad in my stomach area. About 3 days ago. Are you expressing your feeling right now, this moment? Or is that the virus that you're spreading because the ego is behind the lens? I didn't ask 3 days ago. I'm going in real time. This is real time. This moment. But once your ego is behind the lens, your ego said, "Well, okay, no, let me look and see, when did I feel bad? Oh, 3 days ago. Let's spread out the virus." It's not easy to be conscious and aware. It's a lifetime lesson. So, emotion is a very touchy subject. What I need to bring to your awareness at this moment is that since you've been driven by your ego mind till now, there has been a lot of dramas and trauma that has happened to you in the past. And since still the one who's behind the lens is telling you, you have been a victim, you didn't have any other choices, the same ego who has created the drama and trauma, the same ego has shut you down so you won't feel. Remember, it's still the same operator behind the machine. You can realize what you feel? No, honey. What you're saying is that I didn't learn how to feel. This is what I'm talking about. I have learned to shut down my feelings. So, how about now realizing that it's safe for all of us to feel? So did you get that? When the ego is behind the lens, the ego writes the story, creates the characters, drama, trauma, drama, trauma, and then all this drama, trauma, drama, trauma let's shut down the feeling. So, being aware of that, knowing what's going on here, now you need to be super conscious, super aware to go beyond that and start to feel. If you don't know how you feel, you just have to practice it daily. Like I said, every morning when you wake up, ask your heart, good morning, heart. How are you feeling today? Use the word feeling more often. I feel great. I feel excited. I can't recall the feeling, but I'm going to tune into it more and see what arises. Okay? So in order to feel, now remember, when you shut down your emotional body, you're not alive anymore, as you should be. So then, you become a robot that's going through life, but only feeling and living 1/3 of his ability. How does that feel? When I realize, by shutting down my emotional body, I'm not being fully alive, I'm not living fully, I'm not sensing and feeling everything. Maybe I need to change my approach. What do you think, guys? People on Facebook and Instagram, Tell me, are you feeling? Did you allow yourself to feel? Hi, Mahdi. Tell me, guys, people on Instagram, did you live your life fully till now? Did you allow yourself to feel? Yes or no? If you have, tell me how you feel in your heart right now. Tell me how you feel in your stomach right now. It's safe to feel? Good. Good point. Yes. People on Instagram. Let me see what oops, I can't read the comments anymore. What's up here? I'm stuck on the comments on Instagram. All right. So now you realize that you want to be alive. You want to live fully. You want to experience everything. How do you do this? The tools that I can give you is, let's backtrack everything. You have to work on safety first. Safety and security. Because till now, the ego behind the camera was telling you guys it is not safe for you to feel. Now, you have to feel safe first before you can feel. How do you get to safety, guys? I feel love in my heart. That's great, Rose. How do you feel safe? Sahar, are you with me? Do you hear me? My Instagram got stuck. I can't read the comments. What's up? Something is up. Something is up. How do I get to safety? How can I feel safe? You learn how to feel after a while. That's fantastic. I can read the comments on Instagram. Let's see. Where is the safety in the first place? And where is unsafe? What? Hide story? No, I don't want to hide it. I'm not into hiding zone. I don't want to hide anything. No. Safety, unsafety. That was my question, Sai. You questioning me with my question? Inside of me, when I feel safe with myself, who I am, what I do, and do not judge myself. Hi, Ghazal Jan. My back is hurtly. What does my ego telling me? All right. Let me finish up the safety. Okay. Where is all the programming, guys? If you want to change something, where do you look for it? Isn't it in the thinking machine? That's why, yeah, so safety reside inside of me. It's more from what I'm getting energetically, is more in theory. But if I tell you right now, Afros, go within and get the safety, are you able or capable of doing it? No, because you're basically learn and heard something and you're giving me what you think is the right answer, but that's not enough because you're not able to go within and get the safety. Are you? If you are, tell me yes, and this is my approach how to get to safety. What is going on here? Why are you? Oh, I got it. Okay. Yes, now I'm rolling. Now I'm rolling. Hi, Sudi. I feel like I have a rock stuck in my solar plex. Okay, love. Hold on. I will tell you how to release that. Okay. So now, you one more minicat and for who asked me that question? Gaza, that you said my back hurts. Stay with me. It doesn't matter what's happening. For Gaza, she's saying my back is hard rock and is painful. Why is that about? And for you is like your solar plexus is hard rock and stuck. And for the other, our topic before this, safety and security. So the answer that I'm giving you, it just you can just throw it at anything. Is the base of the recipe. Where all these things starts, where are these things? I already gave you the answer. It's in the thinking machine, right? It's in the mind. So if you really want to resolve this, what do you need to do? You already know who is behind the thinking machine. Your ego, right? And I have already said till now, if you don't change the operator behind the thinking machine, you're not going to experience anything different. Whether it's release, whether it's from pain, whether it's from stuckness energetically. So what you need to do is to come back to the thinking machine. Right now, the ego behind the thinking machine is saying that this energy in your solar plexus is stuck. Who is saying that? Who is behind the operating thinking machine? Your ego. And I already said you have to eventually, by coming to more awakening, change the operator of the thinking machine from ego to the soul. Now, you, honey, that you're saying that you're rock stuck in your solar plex. Any suggestion? I already told you, okay? Now, if you want, you can send a request and I work on you one-on-one. Just send a request and I get you and talk to you. We are grateful for knowing Sudi. Thank you, honey. I'm thankful. Great. Yellow, yellow. Ego channel. Yes, lovey. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. Good love, good calm, good relax. Fantastic. I feel so good everywhere. That's great, Ellie. I said good morning, sun, every day. Yeah, but the sun is still outside of you, isn't it? I want to bring it into the physical. to my physique. When I say, good morning, heart, I'm acknowledging the heart, a part of me. Yeah, I feel love. Great. Disconnected from ego or emotions. Okay, so right now, you identify the emotions with ego, and you have cut out both of them. Are you with me? Jigros, number 2. That's not the point, Lavi. I was bringing to you this invitation of feeling. So if you cut out the ego and the emotions and feeling, that's not right, because you're still going to be living life half fully because you're not allowing yourself to feel. Ego is a watcher or heart. Ego is watcher or heart. It depends. You tell me. Ego is partner with the mind. Heart is partner with the soul. You want to know if you're coming from your heart and soul, or you're coming from mind and ego? Come to yourself and see how you feel. Are you in pain? Are you happy, excited? Are you accepting everything? I said the easiest way to identify where you're coming from is to ask yourself, how do I feel? But that would be a problem because the ego has already shut down our feeling machine, right? That's why I'm asking you guys to be aware and start opening up this feeling machine and let it feel. Because yesterday I said in my live, if you guys didn't see it, please do. Yesterday I said we have all these misconceptions when we fall in love, and that relationship, which in the first place, when you get attracted to someone, that attraction is kind of invitation to get you into your class. That's all soulmate and twin flame is about. Oh my God, I'm in love. I feel warm. I feel excited. That's the invitation to pull you into the class, which is the ego, soulmate, twin flame class. Okay? Now, once you get there and thing goes wrong, then you say, my heart is broken. And yesterday in my life, I lightly touched on it, and I said, your heart don't break. Otherwise, every day you have to be with the broom and collect your broken heart and stick it together. Am I missing anything here in my heart? Did I grab everything? Oh, there's another piece over there. Let me stick that other part in my heart. That's ridiculous, right? So your heart doesn't break. It's your ego that's telling you that's your heart. That's another trick of your ego. So what your ego does, it tricks you into this. It's so clever that it's not saying is me. It's telling you is the heart. And then every time your ego does that, it puts a wall around your heart. Don't fall in love. It's not safe. It's dangerous. You're gonna get hurt. Do you remember the last time? Do you want to get hurt again? That's the ego trick. To keep putting walls and walls and walls and walls around your heart until you get to the point that you are now a robot. You don't feel anymore. How do you feel? Well, I think I should do the exercise. No. I'm asking you, how do you feel? Yeah, I think I should drink more water. No, that I'm not saying to do something. I'm asking you, how do you feel? How do I feel? I don't know. That's the trick. All right? So remember the quality of your heart and soul. And don't get fooled, and don't let your ego trick you that your heart and soul is something else. Your heart, I said that yesterday. I said when you look through the lens of your heart, it's only unconditional love and pure heart. How could you come from your heart and look through that lens and be broken? That's not the quality of the heart. The heart is unconditioned. If your heart, according to your ego, is breaking, is because you never spend any time to go within yourself, to find the love in yourself, to find it, to make that emptiness full. Then you went after a relationship, and then your ego took you there, and then the ego make you break and say, see, you weren't wanted. You're not enough. He went after a younger girl. Oh, she went after money. You don't have money. You're not good enough. It's all the ego. Has nothing to do with your heart. Ego. Yeah, you haven't learned how to feel. So today was the invitation. Heart. That's my question too. Feeling bad stomach. Feeling is an experience energy. Okay. Now, let's change this because we all heard that emotions are in our stomach, right? Okay. What happens if you and I change this emotion from our stomach into our ears? From this moment on, I come and I say, hey guys, I'm a spiritual teacher, I'm a spiritual counselor, and I'm telling you that you guys all went wrong. Your feelings and emotions are not in your stomach, but they're in your ears. What happens? You see, your mind ego has misguided you till now so much. Now you start to misguide your ego mind. And tell your ego mind, from now on, my feelings are in my ear. And see what happens. I don't know what it is, guys, but you guys don't dare to join and talk to me in person. What's that about? I want to solve your issues. But your ego is telling you, no, 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 no. I know it's weird. Start doing it, Sahar. Yes. Exactly. Start practicing. How do I feel? And then come to your ears. And then try to hear. So hear from your ears and feel from your ears. Are you guys into doing this practice? What are you doing, Instagram? Why are you doing this? No, yes. I allow the emotion to come and go. That's good, Awaken. Peace, yes. No, I feel fantastic now. Okay, good, good. I'm learning to feel good, good. Yes, I'm living fully. I am feeling present and peaceful. Fantastic. I'm happy for all my experiences. Great. I feel stress in my stomach. Arashit. I told you, love, let's change the feeling from stomach. Let's change the place of where we used to feel. Let's change the feeling from your stomach and bring it to your ears and see how you feel still. How? I hold my emotion by make it look everything is okay. No, Laranjun, that's being in denial. There are better approach for the feelings, to change them and to switch them. As you guys know me, I don't work on the surface. I work deep. And since I work deep, I told you to change the driver of the mind. That's working deep, 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 deep from the root. But if you feel bad emotion, you tell yourself, oh no, everything is okay. You're just lying to yourself. And you're just denying, according to your ego mind, what has created as your reality, and then you're denying it. And your mind ego, since the operation is still in the hand of ego and mind, it would continue it to prove to you that things are bad. We have to learn not to lie to ourselves. If experience comes from heart, what comes from ego? Honey, you're late. I already talked about all this. So watch the live from the beginning. Then you know where the heart is coming and where the ego is coming. By surrendering to God, feel safe. Cool. That's a good thing. Yes. I can feel safety. I talk about that. If I allow myself to feel and experience no blame and judgment, I feel safe. That's fantastic. But also see if how would this work? If you get to the root cause of all the thoughts and feelings and switch the ego, which is going to be extremely hard, but switch the ego and put the soul behind it. And then you see the difference. Oh my God. It's like day and night. When the soul is behind it, whew, playfulness, joyfulness, happiness, ecstasy. The lens is quite different. Huge. Safety comes from the heart. Yeah, if you come from the heart and soul, it's safe there. It's always safe. Without love, everything, who is saying that? Without love, everything is unsafe. I'm not really, Lida, okay with that. Because right now, you connected safety to love. You're still connecting things together. I would say, what if safety was something on its own? How would you have access to it? What if you don't have love? Then you're going to feel unsafe. Every time you don't have love or you're not seeing as love, you're going to feel unsafe. I'm not quite okay with that. I would recommend for all of us to get to the root, who is behind the thinking and feeling machine till now, the ego. How can I switch the ego with the soul and have a totally different reality? Okay. Remember guys, when you come here, only English comments. Only English comments. Who am I DVD that I am not my body? Yeah. Who am I? Who am I? It's a great, yeah, you guys know that I have, I created 18 classes for my online course. And the first one is Who Am I? The second one is What is meditation? And what is not meditation? And the third is mindfulness, how to be fully present in this moment. And then the 7 chakras and other stuff. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes. Unconditional love, yes. Our ego makes some rules and expectation and tricks us. Exactly. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to end this webinar today. I think we had enough. A lot of time what happens, and that's something from my part, that I give out too much information and I overload people with information, and that can have a opposite effect of being more confused. So I would like to end our webinar right now, but I would like you to listen at least 2 or 3 times to each webinar until it really clicks and sink in. Okay? Thank you, Reza Jan. Also, it came to me today that I should start. Haven't done this yet. As you guys know, I have done many 5 or 6 months webinars in Farsi. But today I got a download that I should start a English webinar. And it came to me like what topics, because and I asked this also. So what's the difference between these free webinars that I'm doing right now and the paid webinar that I'm going to do? And the message that I got, somehow when people pay for something, they also become more committed. And yeah, and also I can keep you guys more reliable on doing the exercises. So here, as I'm doing these webinars, you guys show up. Sometimes you don't show up. I don't know who comes, who goes. And we don't really get a lot of responded back from you guys, like how you are doing, what are the issues. But I think for 2021, I'm going to get all the titles, areas, what the webinar is going to be about. Of course, intuition, it's definitely in it, because the intuition for me is the connection to the feeling body. And I think we got a lot of works there. So anyhow, I will tell you guys, you would be informed. So I'm going to end this live. Please be informed that we don't directly respond to our direct on Instagram. We have started Sudi Burnett _support. Please ask your questions in Sudi Burnett _support. Love you guys. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Have a blessed, amazing day today.